Okay, here we go. Go ahead, Jamie. Do you have something you want to say?
I was going to ask, do you have good email addresses for everyone, just in case this Blackboard function doesn't work for me?
Do I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I have access to all your emails. So if something were to come up, so let me just kind of lead into this. So you're asking me in case you have trouble communicating with a group member or getting response. Is that kind of what you're?
Yes, I'm not
Okay.
sure if when I mess around on Blackboard, because I just tried to send my group member an email and it came to me. So I don't know if it just came to me as a copy or I completely did it incorrectly.
Yes. So I do. And that way, if you guys get into a bind or if you're unsure whether your emails are going through and you need to reach out to me and say, hey, Dr. Posey, can you help? I've emailed and I'm not getting any type of response. And that happens at times for whatever reason. It could be because your email goes into their spam box for whatever reason, or we've had various scenarios and I've had to reach out to that individual. Marcy, I'll use you as an example. Jamie reached out to me, indicated she's tried to communicate with you multiple times, no response. It's been radio silence. And so I'll have to reach out to Marcy and say, hey, please check your email. Group members been trying to communicate with you to proceed on the assignment. So Jamie, you hadn't done that, I just used your name. But that does happen, okay, for whatever reason, spam box, whatever it may be.
Jamie, did you send an email to our whole group or just to Kim?
I just tried to send one to Kim like 2 minutes ago and I got it in my email box.
Okay, because I didn't get it come to the whole group.
I didn't email you because I can contact you.
Okay.
So Dr. Posey, would you want to maybe send Kim an email and just tell her that we've been trying to?
I can, yes. So Jamie, you and Marla are in the same group then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I can do it. And if anything like that comes up and you're going several days and you're experiencing radio silence, just reach out to me and let me know, and I will help facilitate that and prod those individuals. I've had to do it in other classes because it can hold up progress, and then it causes a lot of extra stress on the other group members. So we definitely don't want that going on. Okay. So does everyone understand like this first part? You're looking at your kids, you're trying to find those commonalities, you come back to the group, talk about it, and then you're going to start compiling your paper. Steve, does that sound good with you? Everyone on board?
Yeah, one of my group members and I have talked a little bit off and on, but we'll start ramping things up because it's due rather quickly.
Yeah, it's going to start moving quickly. That's why I really just kind of wanted to focus on that tonight. Just talk to you back and forth, make sure everyone was in understanding your groups, see if we had any communication gaps, and then make sure everyone truly understood what the first step was. So basically, you're looking at your individual student. You're going to try to find out what you see as the problem as far as behavior. Then you're going to come back, meet with your group, and try to find that commonality amongst your group, and then move forward with that targeted behavior. Okay, so by the time you get done with this assignment at the end and we get ready to submit the whole thing, it's going to be pretty lengthy. Okay, with going through and completing the forms and getting the information and templates. I mean, some of these, by the time you do your FBA and your intervention plan and everything that's required for the assignment, by the time your group submits, I mean, you may be looking upward of 15 to 20 pages on the deal by the time you compile it all. Okay, so there's quite a bit of information, but it's broken down into steps as we move forward from this point. Okay, so basically your first item that you're going to submit as a group we're looking at April the 3rd. Everyone's seeing that on the schedule assignment. Submit FBA, your step 1. Any questions on what we're going to be looking at for step 1?
So when it says submit at least one interview, does that mean one per group member, right?
Right, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Is anyone, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry. So do you want us all to collaborate first and then submit one file for the group, or 3 separate little files for the
No,
first part?
collaborate I would like for you to collaborate and just submit one file for your group.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Is-
on the frequency and duration chart, or whatever it is, it says each member must complete and submit one of the frequency duration forms. So we just choose which one we want, just make sure that we each do a different one.
Yes,
Okay, so we just do one frequency duration.
that's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Has anyone had any thoughts about your kind of your specific behavior that you're seeing that's common for you? You probably already had this in your mind. I see Jamie smiling.
The one that I'm obsessed with is cell phone behavior, but I'm confident that if there's a certain behavior that my group members want to focus on, I could surely find someone with
Okay.
pretty much any
Alright.
behavior.
Yeah. Marta, what about you? I know you're paired up with Jamie. Is there anything that really just stands out to you?
Yeah, for sure. Cell phones, if we could just eliminate those, and the ear pods. If we could get rid of those, life would be
Okay.
wonderful.
Yes. Oh, I only have one in. I'm totally listening to you. Or it's
Oh,
not that
totally.
loud. I hear everything. Definitely.
What was that assignment again?
You never told us that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that a behavior is that an applicable type
Sure.
of thing?
Yeah. Those are going to be common things that you deal with. Marcy, what about you're your only one tonight on here? So anything with you just pops into your mind that you see it's frequent?
With kindergarten, there's so many things that's
Yeah.
frequent. I guess there's with probably all grades have the same problem. So I was just waiting for our group to kind of talk about what we wanted
Okay.
to.
Okay.
I'm the
Steve,
same
what-
as, I'm sure I can find any behavior that anybody else has.
yeah, I don't think you would probably have the cell phone or earbud problem.
No,
in
we don't have that problem. but I'm
Yes,
sure all of our age range has the same issues.
I say yet, you never know. In another couple of years, you may be seeing kindergarten kids carrying cell phones. Who knows?
We actually have them bring them to school, but we make them leave them in their book bag.
Wow. Steve, what about you? Looks like you're probably the only one on tonight with your group. Did anything kind of stick out in your mind?
Well, I'm actually modeling our middle school behavior while half watching the college basketball games and half listening to class.
Oh
And if
my
you're
gosh.
if you're into that, Gonzaga's going to lose. But anyway,
Multitasking.
multitasking. Obviously cell phones are a huge issue in middle school. Just kind of general disrespect to staff is a huge issue. There's a plethora of things, so we'll figure something out.
Okay.
And get going. So definitely in middle school, not a loss for finding a target behavior.
No, you shouldn't have any problem. No. I really think between the groups, even though some of your group members aren't on here with you tonight, I don't think you'll really have a problem narrowing it down and coming up with a common problem. So Jamie, is only one of your earbuds on, or both of them?
I'm fully committed. I may be looking at my children, but I'm totally listening with 2 ears.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like we're all pretty good as far as getting this thing started, and everyone pretty much understands what direction we're going in for the 3rd then, which is going to be coming up. Everyone's good? Yep. Coming on hours, everyone progressing along all right on that, no problems we need to talk about? Jamie, you got all yours?
I handed it in, right?
Yeah, you did. I'm messing
Okay.
with you. I'm giving you a hard time. Are you sure?
Never.
Anyone on here having a challenge with that? I don't think probably you will with the 50, so. Okay. All right, so I will reach out to your group member that we need to get in touch with. And if anyone else runs into that problem, Marcy with yours or Steve, if you're having any issues getting hold of them, please let me know and I'll help you with that. So, okay. Anything else we might need to touch base on? No, we're good. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next Thursday. We'll get on real quick and make sure you guys are progressing on that, and I'll be ready to hand in on that Sunday. Okay. All right. You guys have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
ya. Bye-bye.
Good night.
I do want a quickie.